Joseph is a threat, they'd be stupid to underestimate him or look past him. They believe in their man, but they know there's a threat there. And we're the same.
We're not expected to win. I think for the most part, a lot of people giving us a chance, and I give us a great chance. We're not in the fight. We're not going in there to lose. We're going to.
Andy Lee sets the tone right away. This isn't hype, it's conviction built from years of work behind closed doors. He's not talking about brute force or empty bravado. He's talking about craft, rhythm, timing, precision, and discipline. To Lee, Joseph Parker isn't just another heavyweight contender. He's a fighter who's evolved through hardship, sharpened by experience, and driven by quiet belief. Every camp, every spar, every round, Parker has leveled up. That's what makes him so dangerous heading into this fight. He's not just preparing for Fabio Wardley's power,
we can offer something that nobody else can. Craft, cleverness, doesn't take breaks, can fight the pace. It's a great...
Preparing to dismantle Wardley's entire approach. Andy Lee's confidence doesn't come from talk. It comes from what he's seen in the gym, the consistency, the focus, the fire. Parker, as always, keeps it classy. Respectful but fearless. He knows what this fight represents, a moment that boxing fans have been craving. A collision of experience versus ambition. A test of who truly belongs among the elite. Parker's resume tells its own story. He's shared the ring with the division's giants, Joshua, Wilder.
The fight is the perfect fight for now, and it's the most challenging fight out there for me.
Joyce, and he's still here, better, smarter, and more complete than ever. Wardley, by contrast, is stepping into deep waters for the first time. Parker's calmness says it all. That's not false humility, that's the confidence of a man who's been here before. Andy Lee's words highlight just how far Parker has come mentally and physically. No more lapses. No more hesitation. The finer details, distance, rhythm, positioning, now flow naturally. Parker isn't thinking his way through fights anymore, he's reacting instinctively, like a champion in rhythm with himself. Fabio Wardley might be fast and strong.
More consistent. I don't have to remind him of the simple things that we had to correct before.
But Parker has learned to think faster and hit smarter. This fight won't be decided by raw power. It'll be decided by who stays disciplined when the heat rises, when fatigue sets in, when game plans fall apart, when instinct takes over. That's where Parker thrives. And Andy Lee's belief in him only reinforces that. He's seen Parker up close, day after day. He's seen the discipline, the repetitions, the quiet grind that builds world-class fighters. That's not hype, that's evidence. Of course, Derek Chizora's bold predictions have made headlines. But let's be honest, Derek thrives on chaos.
My prediction for the Joseph Parker and Fabio Wardley. I feel like Wardley wins this fight with a knockout. I don't know why I'm thinking of it, but it's just, when it's like that. It's like when you play the lottery and then you just get your numbers right. And I believe Fabio has got his numbers right now because after his last performance, he's got something to prove. I know Fabio for a while, Fabio is a little beast. And Joseph is a beast as well, but I believe that Fabio Wardley wins this fight with a knockout. It will stop Joseph Parker. Trust me on this. Put your house on this deal, I'm telling you. It's going to be electric. The boy from London, Norwich, is going to do it. Is he from Norwich?
He loves the underdog story. His pick for Wardley isn't based on logic, it's based on instinct. Wardley's power might impress casual fans, but Parker's chin, experience, and composure are proven at world level. You can't compare domestic showdowns to going 12 rounds with Deontay Wilder. If anyone's getting stopped in this fight, it's not Joseph Parker. It's the man who's never faced this kind of pressure before. Still, some voices in the boxing world remain skeptical. But Parker's record speaks louder than any opinion. He's faced every style imaginable, power punchers, technicians, volume fighters, and survived them all. Fabio Wardley's power? Parker's seen it before, and he's seen it stronger. What Wardley brings...
So Joe's faced all these things that Dubois has, but not to the same extent. You know what I mean? That's the great thing for Joe, that he's been in there with these big punches.
It is not unfamiliar, it's fuel. Motivation. Experience beats hype every time. And Andy Lee knows that better than anyone. He's confident that Parker has the tools, mental, physical, and tactical, to neutralize Wardley's aggression from the opening bell. But as always, the debate continues. Critics point out Parker's gaps between big fights, claiming inactivity could dull his edge. Tony Bellew doesn't buy it. He sees a complete fighter. To him, Parker isn't rusty, he's reloaded. That downtime wasn't wasted, it was reset time. The hunger's back, the focus...
We posed the question to Frank and to Parker and his team as well. We're the ones asking, so it was more so when I got the call to say it was confirmed. I was like, okay, cool, here we go. Big fight. They're the occasions I love to be involved in. I'm not here to just kind of fiddle my way through and take easy fights, easy moments, whatever else. I like to be in the thick of it. So this is very much another one of them situations.
Is locked, and the mindset is sharper than ever. Bellew knows the difference between a man who's content and a man who's coming to take over. Parker's silence isn't complacency, it's calm before impact. Wardley might mistake it for weakness, and that would be a fatal error. Because when Parker starts letting his hands go, all that so-called inactivity will look more like stored energy ready to explode. Even Bellew pointed out what makes Parker so dangerous: he's no longer inconsistent. He's a finished product. His movement is slicker.
There's no one who's going to beat him. I just think technically, physically now, he's at the weight and he's adapted and he's adjusted. I mean, he's even adjusted and adapted his weight for this fight individually. I mean,
his combinations sharper, his confidence unwavering. And when Anthony Joshua, a man who shared the ring with Parker, publicly endorses him, it speaks volumes. Champions recognize champions. Joshua has seen Parker's grind up close. He knows how hard Parker has worked to rebuild himself from setbacks. That respect from AJ isn't flattery. It's validation. Joseph Parker isn't chasing clout. He's rebuilding his legacy, brick by brick, with patience and intent. He's earned the right to be back in the conversation for world titles. Wardley still has everything to prove. He talks about
fighters. Joseph Parker is struggling from inactivity at the moment because he's been so used to fighting back to back to back.
Yeah.
It's
not his own fault by any means.
No, it's not a disturbance in the Bacoli fight that it was all going ahead, and Bacoli jumps in. All of the disturbance of the Dubois fight. It's just he's in a rock and a hard place, Joseph Parker, because he knows the shot's coming, but he also wants to
pressure like he enjoys it. But there's a big difference between saying you love it and surviving in it. Parker's lived there. Wardley's just visiting. You can.
He was supposed to get it tonight, and he will get it, 100%. And I'm rooting for him to become two-time champion of the world. It's not an easy feat. It's one thing, like he was there. He was on the door of it today, in terms of with the Dubois fight. But it shows you how tough it is. It ain't just like how good are you. It's the stars have got to align. Just to get that champion in the ring takes a bit of luck as well. So
feel the nerves beneath Wardley's calm exterior. Deep down, he knows this is his defining test. But the problem for him is that Parker isn't coming to play. He's Comey.
Look, I think it's a great fight. I mean, firstly, Joe Parker is on an incredible run.
Absolutely.
I mean, he's beaten Wilder when no one really wanted to fight him. He's beaten Zhang when he was like the bogeyman, and he's just beaten Bakoli, although, you know, on short notice. I mean, that was a dangerous fight to take. So
Absolutely.
I love Joe. I think he deserves an opportunity. Joe against Dubois, Joe against Usyk, Joe against AJ. They're all great fights.
This fight isn't just about belts or bragging rights. It's about legacy. Parker's chasing redemption, showing the world he's still elite. Wardley's chasing relevance, trying to prove he's more than hype. One's battle-tested, the other's untested. Mentally, Parker's unshakable. Physically, he's sharper than ever. If Parker wins, it puts him right back in the world title conversation. Possibly Usyk or Dubois next. But if Wardley somehow pulls it off, it would shock the entire division. So the question is, who wants it more? The veteran who's rebuilt his empire from the ground up, or the loud prospect trying to make his name off a real fighter's back? Are you backing Joseph Parker to silence the hype? Or is Fabio Wardley about to learn the hard way? Drop your thoughts below and don't forget to subscribe for more brutal boxing breakdowns.